Good. I'd like to welcome everyone to the October 23rd, 2017 meeting of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners. If everyone would please join me in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. I'm Jeff Benton, President of the Board. My left is our Vice President, Gary Merrill. To my right is fellow Commissioner Barb Lewis and our County Administrator, Farzana Bub. And Jennifer Walraven is our clerk today. So let us start.
Resolution number 17-1104, in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held October 19th, 2017.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Vote?
Vote on motion 17-1104. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We do not have any public comment or elected official comment today, so that brings us to item number 4, resolution number 17-1105, in the matter of approving purchase orders and announced certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 1020 and procurement card payments in batch number PC APR 1020.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Vote?
Vote on motion 17-1105. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1106, in the matter of approving travel expense requests.
So moved.
Discussion? Vote?
Vote on motion 17-1106. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1107, in the matter of setting the bid date and time to receive bids for the lease of Delaware County farmland located at 6579 Moore Road, Delaware, Ohio, 43015.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Morning, Commissioners. Tiffany Mag with the Regional Sewer District. This is a property that we currently mow out near our Lower Scioto Treatment Plant. We have about 44 acres out there. We mow it and fertilize it, so this is basically a cost savings measure instead of doing that work to take in some revenue there.
I do have one question, and I think I know the answer, but just to make sure. It says options renew annually. Does that apply to both parties?
Correct, yes, it is. There's a termination clause for either party.
How much are we getting? Or how much would we expect to get?
We're expecting between $200 and $270 an acre. Supposedly this is slightly rockier ground than some other areas of the county, so it might be a little bit on the lower end. But the total revenue that we think will generate will be about $12,000. That'll include the $8,000 or $9,000 from the revenue off of the farmland, as well as $1,500 that we won't spend in mowing and fertilizing.
Right.
And that's a benefit to our users of our sewer system because
Correct.
it'll go to holding down their costs.
Yep.
Have you had farmers approach you showing an interest, or?
We have worked with John Melvin a little bit on the farmers that he currently uses in the area, so we'll most likely be reaching out to them as well as anyone else that's interested.
Yeah, there's several farmers in that area I think would be interested in names I can think of. Okay. Yeah, one of the questions I had, do we lease the Dog Pound farmland? Not that that's your responsibility, but I'm assuming we probably do.
Yes.
Very good. Yeah, okay. Because there's a lot of acreage out there. This the first time we've done this?
It is,
On the Moore Road
yes.
property?
Yes, we've been mowing it for the past 10 years, so this will be the first time that we lease it out.
Okay, very good. We'll take a vote.
Vote on motion 17-1107. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1108, in the matter of approving professional services agreement with Hazen and Sawyer to provide services for the Olentangy Environmental Control Facility Plan Project.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
This is a project that was identified in our master plan and that we budgeted for in 2017. This basically is going to bring the capacity of the OECC facility up to where it needs to be for future development in the area. We'll also be bringing that north plant back online as part of this project. It's taken us some time to get this project under contract because it is a pretty large project. It'll be very comprehensive to look at the entire facility. So we're recommending your approval for this.
Okay. Yeah, it can be good to see the project done, and we've been talking about that for a long time. Okay. Vote.
Vote on motion 17-1108. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1109, in the matter of accepting sanitary sewer improvements for the courtyards at Bradford Court Phase 2.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
This project has been constructed and has met all of our requirements, so we recommend your approval.
All right, vote.
Vote on motion 17-1109. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Thanks, Tiffany.
Resolution number 17-1110, in the matter of approving right-of-way work permit summary sheet.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Rob Riley, Chief Deputy Engineer. We had 3 permit applications this round. Staff has reviewed the proposed work, and we are recommending approval.
All right, vote.
Vote on motion 17-1110. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1111, in the matter of approving professional services agreement modification number 2 for Dell Home Road 315.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
We are asking for your approval to approve this modification, which will involve some redesign work at the intersection of Home Road and 315. It's about $35,000 and should address all the issues we need to address.
Yeah, I appreciate the updated information you gave me over the weekend, or Friday, I guess it was, so I didn't have any other questions. We'll take a vote.
Vote on motion 17-1111. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1112, in the matter of accepting roads, approving recommended speed limits, establishing stop conditions, and releasing securities.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
The street and storm water construction for Sanctuary at the Lakes, Section 4, was completed last year. That work has been through the required one-year developer maintenance period, and so we are recommending that we go ahead and accept all of the roads and street and stormwater improvements, as well as set speed limits and stop conditions.
All right, vote.
Vote on motion 17-1112. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1113, in the matter of approving as amended ditch maintenance petition and ditch maintenance assessments for Vinmore Village, Section 2 and 3.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? This is a ditch petition involving basically a correction of the original petition. It's worth noting there is no change to the amount of maintenance assessment per lot. There was basically an error in the way the original petition read. However, ironically, the amount was correct the first time, but this does correct that error and add Section 3 to that petition.
All right, vote.
Vote on motion 17-1113. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1114, in the matter of approving and authorizing the county administrator to sign and present a site draft draw under letter of credit number S405231 for the account of Robert Weiler Company relative to the Wilson Road widening project.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
This involves the section of Wilson Road just west of Galena Road, north of 36. You may recall that this same issue came up a year ago. Basically, going back about 10 years, that section that is currently 3 lanes wide was shown that it eventually needed to be 5 lanes, and so we allowed at that time the 3-lane construction with a letter of credit to secure the future widening of that. We have not yet received a renewal of the letter of credit, and so we need to take action now to make sure that we can act on that before its expiration date. It is our expectation, though, that a new letter of credit will be provided, and we'll continue working with the developer and the bank on that.
What kind of timing do you see on the actual widening of the road?
Really, that's dependent on how quickly the commercial area develops in that area, so it's hard to say.
Could be a while yet.
It could be.
Yeah, okay. All right, we'll take a vote.
Vote on motion 17-1114. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Rob.
Resolution number 17-1115, in the matter of approving a supplemental appropriation for ditch maintenance.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Morning, Scott Stevens, Administrator with the Delaware SWCD. Be happy to answer any questions that you might have about the supplemental. There's kind of two halves to this. One will be a continuing operating supplemental for not only internal work or the SWCD staff on ditch maintenance, but also the bulk of the $90,000 would be external contractors still doing work in the field. The weather's been obviously fantastic here of late, and hopefully that'll continue and be prepared, assuming that's going to be the case through middle of December. So the equipment would be equipment that's been purchased over the last, say, 6 or 7 years by the Soil and Water District, but really is used pretty much solely for the drainage maintenance program. So it's just a matter of transferring the ownership of that to the commissioners, to the drainage maintenance fund.
Theoretically, the ditch petitions generate revenue to cover costs, so indirectly, these costs are being covered by...
Absolutely.
Just want to make that point.
Yes, yeah. There's a special assessment procedure that's built into 6137, the maintenance law, that would wholly fund that program and would pay for this equipment, as well as that outside contract work that's being
These
done.
expenses will find their way into that, because some of these will have to be allocated over all the ditch petitions.
That's right,
So-
that's right. There's a procedure built into the code to do that as well. You have, well, we call them direct assessments, and then there's the things that would be indirect that all the projects would have benefit of at the time, so.
Okay. All right, we'll take a vote.
Vote on motion 17-1115. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
That brings us to item number 15,
Thanks,
and
Scott.
administrator reports.
Outside of congratulating Commissioner Merrill, I don't have anything to report.
Congratulate me.
Oh, I'm going to hear this.
Sooners versus Wildcats.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
We were winning, then we quit playing after the second quarter, but that's a different story.
Oh, okay, I ran over my head. We should have had a bet on that, shouldn't
Should
we?
have had a bet.
Very quiet.
Si sent me a text asking me if I had a bet with you.
So anyway, he's a Wildcat. He went graduate from K-State. As you probably know from Mr. Benton's comments, I'm a Sooner. And we eked it out, as I will say.
That was close.
It was a good game.
It was a good game.
All right, Commissioner Lewis.
Well, I would...
I'm sorry, anything? That's it,
anything?
okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'd like to thank Jamie at the front desk for the cinnamon rolls today. Totally, unsolicited and very, very thoughtful. Jamie answers all the phones, greets visitors, and answers many questions throughout the day that we have. So thank you, Jamie. I debated whether I should do this, from the podium, because we may have some extra visitors then running over from the other buildings. So hopefully we'll wind up the meeting fast and get there first. Yeah. So that's the end of my report. Thank you, Jamie.
All right, Commissioner Merrill.
We got the email Friday, or I think it was, regarding the courthouse. Would you want to just walk through the schedule for that, or would you feel more comfortable if Jane did it, or?
James Jones, yeah.
Jane can do it without notes.
Jane Hawes, Communications Manager, yeah. We are doing an employee walkthrough on Wednesday, November 1st, from 12 noon to 2 p.m. We've also invited staff and officials from Delaware City to join us then if they would like to, and I've just asked that they let us know names just when people show up. So we'll do that. Their move-in day begins on Friday, November 3rd, and I believe it'll be taking place throughout the weekend. Then on Monday morning, November 6th, at 7:45 a.m., we'll do a flag raising. I was over there taking pictures the other morning and realized flag raising would probably feel more normal and natural than a ribbon cutting, per se. So
Yes.
what I'll be doing is soliciting one representative of the judges to raise one flag, one from yourselves or a member of your staff that you designate to raise one of them. And then I thought perhaps a member of the staff, maybe John Melvin, we tap, to raise the final one. So we'll figure out an order. But just something quick, because we definitely heard from the new tenants, everyone who's moving in, that they would rather do, just get to work and get settled in, so, and hopefully not have too much disruption.
We invited the city as a courtesy for that ceremony.
Yeah. And then on Sunday, December 3rd, from 2 to 4 p.m., we will have the public open house that will fall, it's sort of, the local Santa Parade this year is that day at 3 p.m., which will be fine, because we've checked with the city, and they're A-okay with this. If anything, we're going to get more visitors than we might have, which not a bad problem to have. And, I mean, having lived in the city for many, many years, I know that you don't get the same volume of people as you do for the horse parade, even the 4th of July parade. So things will be fine. I mean, our staff will be there. We're going to participate plenty early to get their parking, and it'll all be good. So, and with that one, we're just going to have specific areas open. It won't be the entire building, definitely not back-of-house areas, probably one courtroom, one hearing room, the public lobby areas, and possibly a jury deliberation room. So I'll work with John to figure out what's best on those. So those are all the dates. Okay? Any questions with this?
Thanks for all your work.
Okay, a bit like herding cats, to get it all figured out, so. But no, people were great about trying to accommodate this, so. Okay?
Great,
All right, thanks.
It's a small thing. Do you think we'll have the lettering on the building by this? What's the status of that?
I don't know, I'll find out from John Millen and let all three of you know. Courthouse, right now it just says Delaware County.
Yeah, it'd be nice for it to be complete before if we can. The only thing I have, and it's not really relevant today, but we did talk about the parking, once the employees are parking underneath, and I'm not sure exactly how that's going to play out, but then having more locations closer to the building for visitors to the Hayes Building. And maybe Thursday or next Monday, you or John could just kind of update us on that.
Parking, okay.
That's all I have.
Okay, wanted to, I got a few other things. The Sunbury Chamber put on their Meet the Candidates breakfast Friday morning. It was very well attended. There were probably 60 or 70 people there. And a number of candidates for township, village positions spoke. And again, it was very, very good to see so many people there and so many people interested.
As you spoke, though.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't speaking as a candidate. I was speaking just on behalf of what everything's going on in the county, which is a lot. And I think everybody appreciated hearing all the updates on the sewer, the economic development plan, the roads, et cetera. And facility, I did talk about that. Pat Teaberry, wanted to just mention, obviously, he's officially resigned, announced that he will resign at the end of January. Just wanted to congratulate him on his new appointment. He's going to work for the Ohio Business Roundtable as the CEO, and congratulate him on that, and thank him publicly for all he's done for the residents of Delaware County. He's always cared a great deal about Delaware County and done a lot for Delaware County folks. Tomorrow morning, we've got the Orange Township Business Association, also breakfast, and that's going to be interesting. A lot of activities going on in Orange Township in particular, so I applaud them for their efforts in bringing their business groups together and talking about how they can work better together. I'll be there, and it'll be, again, it's very, very good. I appreciate Orange Township takes that initiative. Wednesday, I've got an Ohashi reception. Ohashi Technica USA is a company that's in Sunbury. It's been there for 30 years. This is their 30th anniversary. They're very good members of the community, and they've been, good citizens in Delaware County for a long time, and I'll be attending that and speaking on behalf of the county and congratulating them and thanking them for being such good members of our community. But anyway, great little company, and it'll be really interesting to see. SourcePoint, another one of our local assets, is having their 25th anniversary celebration this Wednesday. Larry Harris, the CEO of Willowbrook, is the honoree, and I'll be going to that dinner. And Larry's done a great job leading Willowbrook, and SourcePoint, as we all know, is a great asset for our seniors in Delaware County. So a neat celebration for them. lastly, Bob's not here, but Bob's speaking. I got an invitation. Bob Lamb is on a panel at the Voldemade Center to speak as one of the panelists at the 13th Annual Economic Outlook Conference on November 14th, and with a couple other economists. So, yeah, nice recognition for Bob and the county. And so, anyway, that's all I got. We do have need for executive session.
We do.
Several topics.
Resolution number 17-1116, in the matter of adjourning into executive session for consideration of appointment, employment, and discipline of a public employee or public official.
So moved.
Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 17-1116. Mr. Merrill? Aye. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye. All right, we're in an executive session. Hey, Si, how did Michigan do?